Hi everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. Today we are going to be preparing tomato stew, chicken stew. So it's kind of an easy recipe, a very plain and straightforward recipe. I have my hard chicken in here, very hard chicken. I've just added in some salt. I'm adding in 4 seasoning cubes at the moment, 4 maggi cubes. I'm not going to be putting in a lot of ingredients into this chicken. You can go ahead and blend pepper, garlic, ginger, and or even add onion to it if you really want your chicken at this stage to be very tasty. But I'm just going it with salt, maggi, and thyme. I'm going to add some water in the chicken and then let it cook. So as this is hard chicken, I'm going to let it be on the fire for up to 45 minutes on high heat. While this is cooking, I'm going to show you the stuffs I'm going to be using. For this for this tomato stew, I'm going to be using fresh tomatoes. I'm going to be using onion, garlic, ginger, and in the cans, they are like plum fresh tomatoes. It's not a paste form. It's still fresh but preserved in cans. So as I said, it's a basic recipe and I'm not going to be using a lot of stuffs. I'm going to prepare all these ingredients and we can start cooking. My pot is right here on medium heat. I have in vegetable. I have in olive oil. I've just finished chopping up my onion. Just adding the onion into the oil. You don't need to leave the oil to be too hot. You can just warm it up a little bit and then add your onion. So that's my onion. We'll let it simmer for a bit and then we can bring in our blended tomatoes. I've just blended both fresh and the tinned tomatoes. We're going to stir this and then we'll let it be on the fire for at least 30 minutes. I'm going to let mine be on the fire for 30 minutes because we don't want that sour taste in our tomato stew. So we'll let it cook nicely for 30 minutes. So this has actually been on here for 30 minutes and above, and it's been cooking nicely. The water is a bit dry and a tomato as well is cooked enough. This is how it looks. At this stage, the tomato is cooked and it's just keeping everywhere. That's the thing with tomato stew. It's a struggle. I'm going to reduce the heat before I put in the rest of my ingredients because the whole is just keeping everywhere on the surface. So I've reduced my heat now. This is the chicken we boiled earlier. Just pouring in the stock and the chicken as well. I'm not going to be frying my chicken for this recipe. If you like fried chicken, go ahead and fry your chicken before using. So I'm just pouring the chicken and the stock directly into our tomatoes. At least we can rest now. The fire is totally on low heat. I have to put all the ingredients first before I on it. So I'm putting in 2 seasoning cubes. Remember we added 4 when we were boiling our chicken. So I'm just putting in 2 at the moment. So I blended my garlic and ginger. Here it is. I'm going to be adding some curry powder as well. A pinch of salt. Going to add some flavor spices. Onga. Onga makes your stew taste special. This is a chicken onga and I'm also going to add the tomato stew onga. I'm going to add 2 sachets of the tomato stew onga. So all of our ingredients are in here now. We're going to stir this properly. Stir it well, and then we let it to cook, simmer, and for everything to come in together. So at this stage, we're going to cover the pot, put the heat back again at high, put the heat at high and let it boil nicely. I'm going to leave it on the fire now for approximately 10 minutes. So this has been boiling for the past 10 to 15 minutes. This is how it looks. Our stew is ready. You can see it was quite a straightforward recipe, very direct, nothing so special about it. Plain chicken stew, and believe me, it tastes so delicious. Go ahead and try this recipe, and then you can tag me later. Thank you for watching, and please do not forget to click on the red subscribe button. See you all again in my next video.